sports reporting. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down. You know nothing about sports.
Now it's prod, not the beat.
You know nothing about
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this joint started.
Hello.
What up,
It
man?
is your
What's going on with y'all, man?
Hey, I'm ready for November 3rd to come and go, man.
Yeah.
November 3rd, dude. We know November 3rd, 4th, 5th. Well, no, that's not true. There's a chance that we might know November 3rd.
I doubt it, Kim, man, because it all depends on what state you live in. Because certain states have up to like 3 days after the election's over to count ballots and stuff. It depends.
Yeah, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida will be counting votes election day.
Yeah.
So, and the way those numbers of early voting going in, we might know.
Now the thing is, y'all heard what the state of Texas did, right?
Yep.
With Harris County, where Houston's located.
Yep.
And I know that's why they did it. So they're placing one ballot box per county.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. I was like, what?
I think they did that in Travis County too, which is Austin.
It's crazy, but it's not because it's Texas.
It's not really. You look, it's about holding on to power.
That's like being surprised that there's racists in Alabama.
Yeah.
But look, I don't know if y'all paid attention to the comments that 45 been making. He made a comment. He said, "I don't know why I'm out here in the rain. I should be at the White House doing whatever the hell I do." And I was like, "What?"
Yep.
He said it at several places.
Again, need you not be surprised.
I am not surprised when the lazy man talks about working. I am not surprised by it. I'm absolutely not surprised.
And then you got his flunky son-in-law talking about we basically saying, hey, we lazy. We don't want to do nothing in life. We don't want nothing in life.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got nerve. He got nerve to talk about ag. If it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't be here. I would be in the White House. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But look, we brought up a topic last week before we got off the air, and it was about Troy Aikman's comments. So I'm not gonna say I don't have a problem with it, but I want to get you guys' take, man. Be Wig, you go first. Did you have issues with his comments, or were the comments okay?
Well, this is kind of like the going theme of this podcast so far. Like, why are we surprised? I'm really not shocked at the comment. You know, is Troy Aikman. But did you? Okay, so it wasn't on the air. It wasn't on the air, but Mike's picked it up. You know, I have a problem with it, but then I don't. The problem I have with it is why you gotta name drop. Why you gotta name drop?
True.
But then again, thank you for letting me know how you feel. I appreciate it. You know, and then to suggest that another party or another president and vice president wouldn't be as patriot. Look, this is something that's been done throughout the life of the NFL. Republican presidents, Democrat presidents. The flyover has, it's been present. It's been prevalent for pregame festivities.
Right.
Why would you be so ignorant as to say, something like it wouldn't continue under Biden Harris on a Biden Harris ticket?
Now, my only, I'm gonna say something, K-Man, then I'm gonna let you go. My only thing about that, I kind of agree with Troy Aikman. Then my thing is with sportscasters, should they bring politics into sports? Should they be able to talk politics while a sporting event is going on? That's kind of my issue. But I agree with him when he said, "Why would you have a flyover over an empty stadium?" Now, saying something about the taxpayers' dollars, I'm like, dude, I don't know if you want to go down that hole.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that we had there been no COVID, we wouldn't be talking about nothing like this.
Right.
So, by virtue of the fact that there is COVID, there's 3/4 empty stadiums in select markets, and that's why this is a topic. But at the end of the day, I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked.
All right, K-Man, what you got?
All right, first of all, how did Troy Aikman end his career?
He bumped his head.
Yes, that's right. He bumped his head a bunch of times to the point that his soft melon decided, no, you're too soft in the dome to play because his intelligence isn't there. The issue I have with it was no reason to say it. It was, you just showed who you are. So, there was no, it's going to go away. No, it's not going away. Here's the problem. Here's the main problem. First of all, Brandon, I want to correct you. This has not been going on for a long time. It went on in the Super Bowl. What happened is around 2010, the NFL started asking the Pentagon to pay them to do this stuff. So it's our taxpayer. And so in the budget, the yearly defense budget is a portion for this goofiness.
So that's written into the defense budget.
Yes, that's written into the defense budget to the point that John McCain was like, why are we paying it? Why is taxpayer dollars? Why is the military who gets their taxpayer dollars? Why is that being spent on flyovers and all the other patriotic stuff to the NFL? If the NFL is so patriot, they should do it for free, which he was absolutely 100% right.
I stand corrected. I'm thinking about Madden.
And
they do it every game. They do it before every game in Madden.
Yeah, and this thing has been going on since 2010. I forget who was the president in 2010. I forget who was the president. Oh, right. Barack Obama. It is, he just showed his ass on that comment. That's all he did. That's all he did with that. And it just showed the stupidity of him and the ignorance of him. But I don't expect that much from a person who got knocked out so many times. He's not Steve Young, who got knocked out a bunch of times and still, had a law degree. He's a person who went on to talk about something he played before. And one more last thing about Troy Aikman. Skip Bayless was right about you. All the things he used to say about you, he was right about you. I'm gonna leave it at that. Look it up.
Oh man,
that's a bold statement to say Skip Bayless was right about anything.
Because when it
comes to him, he was.
Y'all know Skip Bayless is the #1 Cowboys fan.
No, he's not. He's the #1 paid Cowboys fan.
Oh, whoa.
He's not a Cowboys fan.
He's on Jerry's payroll?
No, he's on Fox Sports payroll.
Or ESPN payroll before that.
He's paid. He's paid to act this way.
Trust me. There's a dude, I can't think of his name. He's like a legendary sportscaster down in Dallas, and he's the one that calls Jerry Jera. He's way more Cowboys fan than Skip Bayless. Denzel Washington is a bigger Cowboys fan.
Will Kane is a bigger Dallas Cowboys fan than Skip Bayless.
Don't get me started on that.
Don't bring Will Kane up.
Please don't bring that. Let him stay where he is now.
I'm just saying for the sake of this argument.
Yeah.
I mean, he is who he is, but he's also a real Cowboys fan.
Man,
we actually know somebody who's technically in media who's a bigger Cowboys fan.
Man. You said technically in media.
Yeah, Lavelle.
Oh my God.
Shout out to JB. I'm gonna get you that
Oh,
60. I'm
my
gonna get you that
God.
$60 one day.
Oh,
For those of y'all that's listening,
Woo!
for those of y'all that's listening, I'm really a responsible human being. But just like anybody else, I had my rough patches coming up.
look. Hey,
I just happened to
Look,
borrow $60 from a friend and never paid it back.
to keep it
Bye.
real. Look. We all have a past. So
Oh, absolutely.
He took me to the Skylark, and
Oh, we doing this now? We
it just don't nobody know what a Skylark
no,
is.
really?
this
It's not
is
baseball.
a family show. You gotta clean that up, Mister.
He took you to the library, sir.
Yeah, the Skylark Library. All brown books.
No, you should have said Skylark, the old vehicle he had, old Buick Skylark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We rode around in the sky. All right, man. Look, I threw out some topics, man. So, one of the ones with the way some of these teams are playing, I call their coaches on the hot seat. Who could be on the hot seat right now?
Well,
Mike McCarthy?
No. Let's start with the easiest one.
I would say Doug Marrone.
No, I said start with the easiest one.
Okay, man.
Okay,
who's
so
easy?
Adam Gase. All right, Adam Gase.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. That
know
was my number one.
Oh, that much we know. That's almost a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Then I would say Doug Marrone.
Yeah, his seat's not hot. He's in hell. That's the temperature.
And I think this is. I expected him to be gone after last season. I was kind of shocked that they brought him back. I think that they're probably going to draft their quarterback, their real quarterback of the future this upcoming offseason, and start fresh with a new coach. That's my feeling on that one. I think Matt Patricia could go.
Oh yeah.
In Detroit?
Yeah, I think Matt Patricia could be gone. He's done absolutely nothing in the time that he's been there. I expect him to go. Dark horse, and this is if this team doesn't do anything in the playoffs. Mike Tomlin.
Oh nah, I gotta disagree with you on that one, man.
Yeah, I disagree with you on that. The Steelers don't get rid of coaches.
They're the only undefeated team right now.
But they only have like 3 coaches in the last like 50 years.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Chuck Noll,
Yeah.
Bill Cowher, then Mike Tomlin.
I said dark horse. I said dark horse.
That's real dark, that boy.
I got a dark horse that I could see happening. Anthony Lynn. And it's not his fault. It's not his fault, but I could see it. They could try to say, "Oh, we need to get a new coach for Justin Herbert and his younger team." I could see it. You know, the organization. Well, the organization, as far as the front office, is really good. The GM Tom Telesco and his staff. The ownership is doo-doo. So I could see that.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't.
He hasn't made the playoffs. The teams, it's not his fault, but
It's not. You're right. It's not. I don't know, because that team has so much fight when I watch them. Like, they're not just. They're a lot of the games that they go into, they're
pretty close games.
They're a less talented team, but they find a way to stick around to the end, and they play hard. And Justin Herbert is doing well. He's doing well to be thrust into action the way he has, and he hasn't been catastrophic. He hasn't been bad. He's been pretty good. So, but we all know that in that role, when you look like us, you gotta be extraordinary. And
hence how Matt Patricia got his job, and hence how he stuck. While the dude who had the job before him was way better than him.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, my 2 choices were Adam Gase and Mike McCarthy. Those are my two.
I don't. I don't believe. I don't believe Mike McCarthy is going to be fired. Um, just the other day, Jerry doubled down on him. He
No.
doubled down on McCarthy being his guy.
Mhm.
There's a better than average chance that Mike Nolan gets canned after the
Yeah.
season, but Mike McCarthy isn't going anywhere.
No.
He's
Jerry likes his coaches weak, and Mike McCarthy fits that mold. That's
Yeah,
why he
you
got
had
hired.
mentioned that. You mentioned that before, K man. How you like him? How you like his coaches like that?
yeah,
The
yeah,
last
yeah,
coach,
he's right. He's right.
The last coach he had that had any fire and then he also wrote in his contract, "I want control." Was Bill Parcells. After that, all
Right.
dudes who just followed the lead. And before that, same thing. And before that, he had Jimmy. The man wants credit for the Super Bowls, and every year since '93, after they won, he's been seeking credit. That's 27 years. He's been seeking credit, and every year he has validated that you do not deserve any credit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a question though. I got a question, and it's playing along with what we're talking about, but I'm putting another spin on it.
Mhm.
Who leaves Chicago first? Matt Nagy or Mitchell Trubisky?
Matt Nagy.
Ryan Pace.
Look, B, I was thinking about that when I was watching them play the Rams,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at the offense. I'm like, the offense, well, the Rams had a pretty good scheme against them, but the Bears, like, they couldn't move nothing.
I wouldn't even say the Rams had a pretty good scheme.
No,
The Bears just weren't prepared.
they weren't.
They were not prepared.
And
They
in 2018, oh, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say they weren't prepared offensively or defensively. They weren't prepared. And I mean, the few plays that you did see came from Khalil Mack
Right? Yeah.
in the times that he was able to get free. Other than that, I mean, I don't even remember them making. Well, yeah, I do remember them making LA punt because good God, is he good or what?
Yeah,
what's
the punter.
what's his name? Yeah,
I can't
remember his name. Can't remember his name. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I'm putting him in for the Pro Bowl right now for next year's Pro Bowl next year. But yeah, you just saw a team that was just grossly unprepared. The Rams didn't do anything special. They ran what they've been running the whole year. All season they ran what they've been running. They put Cooper Kupp in motion. They
Yeah.
put Robert Woods in motion pre-snap.
Yeah.
They handed the ball off. They were doing nothing special. It's nothing that hasn't been on film for the first 7 weeks of the season.
I get you. That's true. What you was gonna say, K man?
What I was going to say is 2018 was a fluke. So Nagy got the job because, quote unquote, he was calling the plays in Kansas City, and he got the job. But if you look back on that 2018 team, it was that defense. They got what's the youngin? They drafted the middle linebacker, and he just kind of just fit. They got Khalil Mack, and they drafted the middle linebacker. I just can't remember his name right now.
The kid from Georgia.
Yeah. And that defense was flying. They were scoring. And the offense, his first year, they didn't see a lot of teams didn't see, what they were doing. So that's how they were able to score. But that defense was stopping. Okay. So then after 2008 at 18, they lose their defensive coordinator. They get a not as good a defensive coordinator, but a solid one. But the offense still stays the same, and everybody caught up to him. So the scheming from the defense went down a little bit. The personnel still stayed the same. And then the offensive got caught up. And so you're seeing the same thing now. Ryan Pace, the GM, is a loser. Matt Nagy is a offensive coordinator in strategy, not play calling. Mitchell Trubisky, I swear, I still see that image when the first game of the season, when Deshaun Watson went down to sit next to the Patrick Mahomes. And just that picture alone, just think about that. And that will always be in the Chicago Bears lore. You passed up on those two for Mitch.
Slow down, K man. That's the next subject I'm gonna bring up. We gonna get to that one. But That was a good point because I'm thinking it's going to be Nagy, man. K-Man, you got a good point. He's probably a good offensive mind with scheming plays and things like that. But I'm not sure if he's an overall offensive coordinator. And what I mean by that, if you're a good offensive coordinator, you put all your players in a position to win. You know all your players' skill set. You know what they're good at, and then you cater your team towards that.
Right.
And I don't see that with the Bears offense.
That goes to my. Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
That goes to my text I sent y'all between the difference between coaching and teaching.
Yeah.
Coaching can they have good plays and everything like that, but not everybody fits their plays. A teacher sees the best thing that you can do and try to maximize that and put you in the best position to win or succeed.
Right.
That's why I say Andy Reid is the greatest quarterbacks coach of all time. He maximized. Donovan McNabb is an average of slightly above average quarterback, but under Andy Reid, he had Pro Bowls. Remember Michael Vick? Michael Vick could never hit like over 57% or over 50% completion rate. He got like 65 with Andy Reid.
Right.
Nick Foles, and then Patrick Mahomes. This is why I always say Patrick Mahomes is good, and he has Andy Reid. Andy Reid, the first project Andy Reid ever had was a kid from Kill, Mississippi, who liked to sling it but couldn't read a defense.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with you slightly with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is more than good. The throws that he's able to make 50 yards down the field, dropping balls in paint buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Good quarterbacks don't make those throws.
Would he be doing this if he had Bob as his head coach for the first 3 years of the league?
Maybe not as often, but the talent is there. Andy Reid is just great with talent.
Yeah. He maximizes everything about you.
Okay. So, like I say, that kind of leads into the next subject I put out there. You know, the NFL has been trying to be more diverse and putting players of color in certain positions within the front office, not in office, because the league is like, 65% black?
72.
So, okay. So my thing is, with all this diversity that the NFL is trying to do, is the black quarterback still stereotyped? And what I mean by that, do people look at him as a runner or an athlete first, or should they look at them just a regular football player? And you guys mentioned just a good quarterback.
Absolutely. I mean, look no further than the thing with Bill Polian and Lamar Jackson 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, B, if that's the case, how did Mitchell Trubisky get drafted before Deshaun Watson and all that?
Because of color.
Well,
I believe it to my.
Yeah, that and solely that, because Mitch Trubisky came from a conference that's not known for putting out great NFL talent, and let alone good NFL quarterbacks. I mean, he was running a system that wasn't going to translate at all to pro football at UNC. I mean, I'm 30 minutes from the campus. I saw it every weekend. Great college quarterback, but there was no way that the system that they ran there was going to translate into NFL success, into professional success. So color had everything to do with that pick. But of course, listen, and I'm gonna just be frank. It's no secret that our people were blessed with freakishly athletic genes. We have great athletic genes.
True.
We are the fastest people on earth. We are the strongest people on earth. Take it how you want to take it. It's just, those are just facts. I'm just laying those out there. When you combine that with the ability to throw the ball, that becomes an intimidating factor to those who have dominated that particular position over the years. And with intimidation comes fear. And when you're afraid of someone, you're gonna try to downplay. You're gonna try to marginalize them. You're gonna try to put them in the box.
Right.
And the running man, so to speak, is the box that they always try to put our quarterbacks in. They don't want someone. The majority of them, 90%, 95% of them, don't want someone that looks like you and me leading their teams to success. And that's the fact, and that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. We they want all of us, as many of us as they can fit on the roster in supporting positions and supporting roles. Oh, bring them on. They're gonna help us win. Oh, but the guy that's out there, numero uno, leading my team in front of everybody every weekend. Oh, no. Can't be.
All right. What you got, K-Man?
So I got two things. So the first thing is I saw it that year, the draft. There's a dude, he's in Broncos media. And I remember, and at the first time it threw me off because he was like, "Oh, Mitch should go against." And on Twitter, he's like, "Mitch should go ahead of Deshaun." And everybody's like, "What are you talking about? He beat Alabama." It's like, and he started listing all these like Jag quarterbacks who beat Alabama. All those quarterbacks beat Alabama in the regular season. This was for the championship. And then remember the game, the championship before. We start seeing Nick Saban do things, onside kicks, fake punts. Why? Because the little black boy on the other side was giving it to him, and he had to score and score and score.
Yep.
And it was not hard to see that a dude who's been a starter for 3 years, led his team to the national championship, is better than a kid who only started 12 games.
True.
The second thing, this is a historical fact. Warren Moon is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play.
Yep.
But he had to go to the CFL. He was putting up numbers in Washington. Had to go to CFL. Randall Cunningham was athletic. Oh, his running. It's because his coach, Buddy Ryan, a moron, didn't know how to put the right things around him. Because then you saw him in Minnesota in '98 with a black head coach and Brian Billick as his offensive coordinator put up the best numbers we've seen since I don't know when. Here's the main problem. There's been 3 black quarterbacks to win the Super Bowl. And there's a famous thing about Doug Williams going. One of his questions during Super Bowl week was, how long have you been since you've been a black quarterback? And he's like, that's all my life. But the whole perception is, as Brandon said, they see us as ancillary parts, but not the main part. Because if you're the quarterback of the team, you are the leader of that team.
Right.
And they always said that, oh, we can run, but the quarterback position is a thinking man's game. Now, the main issue I have is that the last 2 quarterbacks, how can I put this? Ain't been real ones. I think that perception will change when a real one wins one.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun Watson.
Yes.
Especially Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Well, K-Man, to your point, don't you think, who were the last 2 MVPs of the league? Your boy Lamar and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And then you also got Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray,
right.
Deshaun Watson. So I think it's kind of changing because teams want to win, and they see now. I was reading an article. That's why I brought this topic. When I was reading an article today, they were saying that when a lot of players come out of high school and in college, they call them dual threat.
Yes.
And I want to say
Stewart.
Yeah, I want to say it was Warren Moon say that's kind of like a slap in the face to a black quarterback. And I think it was Deshaun Watson was saying, "Look, man, I'm a quarterback. You know, that's what I do. I throw the football." And I know y'all know what Lamar Jackson did on the combine.
Yeah,
he didn't do any running drills.
Nope.
At all.
Because a Caucasian man who has won Executive of the Year 5 times, the only person to do that, made a statement that he should be a wide receiver. And then that was the narrative on this man to the point that he went 32 in the draft.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was messed up. And then to your point, K-Man, in the article I read, it was saying that that's the first thing they say if you're a dual threat or you're a black quarterback that runs the football. The first thing they say, well, if we draft you, do you want to change position? That's the first thing, and I think it was Warren Moon said that's like a slap in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But,
and get ready because I mean we're gonna have to deal with it again with Justin Fields from Ohio State.
Yeah, they brought him up now. Yeah,
same thing's gonna happen with him.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear that dual threat terminology get thrown around.
Who's the backup in Philly, man? What's the dude name, man?
Jalen.
No,
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they were talking about how he got hurt at Alabama, lost his job, and he realized he wasn't going to get his position back.
He didn't get hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt in one of the games.
He did not.
Well, I think they put him in because he was playing poorly. I think something
he was awful.
And he said he found a system that would let him play quarterback because he said he shopped himself around, and other schools was like, man, we can put you at wide receiver, running back, and he was like, no, all my life I played quarterback. I'm a quarterback.
Yeah.
So Oklahoma gave him that shot.
And he went go back to my teaching. He went to a teacher, and that teacher brought a level of skill set that we never saw from this kid. We never even thought he could do this.
And look, he finished second. I think he finished second in the Heisman that year, something like that, man.
I know he went to the Heisman ceremony, but yeah.
But I'm telling you, I think it's like I said, man. It's still that stereotype, but I think it's changing with the way the players are coming out now and saying, "Hey, look, I'm playing quarterback. If I don't play quarterback, I'm not changing."
And how Philly is using him, it's not helping.
No,
it's not
at all.
That was the worst place for him to go.
Yep.
The plays, man. When I watched the Eagles and they brought him in, that's another thing I want to bring up. When they have certain black athletes back at quarterback, why is it called a Wildcat? That's the first thing. Say, "Oh, it's going Wildcat." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I won't go down that rabbit hole.
Me neither. That's a deep hole. That's a whole media thing. Yeah, and the structure of the media and who they place in the call games. That is just that's too deep.
That's a deep hole, man. I'm telling you.
That's a deep hole.
I just want to get y'all take on the stereotype of black quarterbacks, man, because that's been around for years. So
I remember there was an article. I mean, not an article. I think it was a video I saw. It was like this going back to like mid 70s. At one point in time, there was a competition between Terry Bradshaw and a black quarterback because Terry was number one, but he wasn't playing well. And they talked about how Pittsburgh media was like, is he smart enough to be a quarterback?
Yeah.
So this
because the article I read is saying, black quarterbacks they can run, they possibly can throw, but can they make critical, quick decisions? And they were saying, can they read defenses? And those were the two main things that people brought up that they say draft people look for.
Hey, Josh Allen, is he black?
No.
He can't read a defense to save his life.
Like they brought up Daniel Jones, Trubisky.
He went to Duke and he can't read a defense.
Right.
Oh man. But
he can Floyd Mayweather could read a defense better than Daniel Jones.
And Floyd Mayweather in reading it doesn't work. That's like peanut butter and cat.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all wild, man. Hey, all right, look. One of y'all brought this up, man. One of y'all texted this out earlier. AB to the Bucks. I want to ask y'all because I think when he left New England, Tom Brady was kind of hurt. Yeah. But do you think it'll work the same in Tampa Bay as it did in New England with AB and Tom Brady? Because that's like he already got Gronk. Now he got AB. How is that going to play out?
Kennedy, you want to take this one first?
All right. How's it gonna play out? Well, I mean, he only played in New England for like 2 games, so I really can't even judge that before he got kicked out because of the whole, threatened women and everything like that. And Brady was hurt. That's what let you know about the psyche of football players and athletes is that they care more about winning and losing a player than this player threatening women.
Good point.
Whatever. So I really don't know how it's going to play out. Bruce Arians is a player's coach, so I don't think Bruce cares if he beats a woman right in front of him.
I'll let you go, BX, man. B-Wee, you can answer this too. Do you think it's a good move bringing AB in?
No. Kennedy said Bruce Arians is a player's coach. I'll tell you what else he is. He's a hypocrite because back in March he said AB wouldn't fit. He said it wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah.
So not only is he a player's coach, but he's also a hypocrite.
He's a hypocrite about a lot of things. Because the last time he said this during George Floyd. Oh, riots. I'm not riots. A protest doesn't work. Trust me, I know. Like, please tell me more, white man. Tell me more.
Right.
Damn.
As far as what he can add to that team, I don't know. I don't really care that much. I'm one of the ones that I'm on the side of the fence of you shouldn't be on the field. You should not have a job in the NFL. You're a horrible human being, despicable human being, and he has no place in the NFL. But as we all know, NFL, you're gonna get more chances than not if you want them.
Yeah, my thing is, man, I know that they already got what's his name, Mike Evans, and they got Gronk. Now they got AB, but and I'm pretty sure this was all Tom Brady's idea. I know that from the beginning.
Absolutely.
When you guys put that out, I said, "What's the number, Tom Brady, man?"
Well, yeah, when he signed in Tampa Bay, I guarantee you there was an underlying clause, a little asterisk down at the bottom of the contract said you also have GM capabilities, and this was him waving his GM wand.
Oh snap! So you saying he gonna buy stock in the team?
I don't know that much, but I mean, it's one of my honest answer. I think he's gonna be cut before the season's over because I think he's gonna do something else stupid because that's just who he is.
That's my point. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm not sure how he's gonna work out because it seems like he needs to be on some kind of medication or something.
Yeah, he needs help.
Because it's gonna become some game, and he's gonna think he's open, and Brady goes to Chris Godwin, or he goes to Mike Evans, or he goes to Gronk, and he's gonna be like, I could have had the ball. I'm like, you're no longer the best receiver in the game. That was 4 years ago.
Right.
4.
And then Bruce Arians gonna say, "Oh, he looked really good." I'm like, he looked good.
Well, my thing is this: Chris Godwin is not a household name. I get it, but he's a really, really good receiver when he's healthy and on the field. His problem has been staying healthy. Chris Godwin gives you some of the same stuff that AB was giving you in his prime.
Yeah, that breakaway speed.
Precise route running, not dropping balls. So, again, Tom Brady got what he wanted, but
I'm gonna bring this back to our previous topic. So a man who's done the things that Antonio Brown has done gets another chance. A black quarterback, all he did was kneel. He hasn't played in 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Been blacklisted.
Never had any criminal charges against him. Legit, not that goofy thing. Yet, because he was a quarterback. That was the reason why. Because he was a quarterback.
Right. Just like they hung Michael Vick on a cross because he was a quarterback, and this nation values animals more than they do black people. But that's another conversation for another day.
And this nation doesn't care that this man was terrorizing a young black woman.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's what.
Because this nation doesn't care about black women, young, old, indifferent.
Yeah, the only things that are disrespected, the only beings that are disrespected more than black men in America are black women.
Yeah.
And my thing is, man, he put out so many after everything that happened to him. He put out so many tweets to him. Oh, I'm better now. I'm not going to do this. And when he was in San Francisco, when he did something crazy, and I think it was San Francisco. He was acting crazy, and when he got let go, he runs out the house. And I'm like, dude, what?
Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland.
But I'm like, what is wrong with you?
That's typical. That's typical addict behavior.
Yes.
Anybody that's addicted to anything, not just drugs, addicted to anything. He's addicted to disrespecting women. Like some dudes are addicted to beating women. What do they say? What do they always say? Oh, I'm better now. I'm not gonna do it no more.
No.
And what? Yeah. And what happens? They come back. You let them back in the house, and is hit me again. I can put some stank on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I grew up on the eye, man. Look, so this past week, what stood out to you all this past week, man? What stood out to me was the Pittsburgh Steelers are undefeated. I did not see that coming. That's what got me, man. I was like, what? Yeah. But what y'all got, man? What stood out to y'all?
The Seattle Seahawks are overrated. And it's not just because they lost. The Arizona Cardinals are a good up and coming team. I didn't realize how bad Seattle was on third down. They don't convert. They're next to last in the league. Right in front of the Jets on third down conversions. Now that's because that they love the deep ball. Russell Wilson loves the deep ball. They go down the field a lot. But eventually that's going to catch up to you. Eventually teams are going to go and cover 3 and like, no, you're not beating us deep. It's going to force them to be patient. I'm surprised it hadn't happened yet. But that's kind of like that was the big thing that stood out to me was just how inefficient they are on third down for their record to be what it is. And then we don't talk enough about how mediocre to average that their defenses look. They don't have a good defense.
No, they don't.
And Russell Wilson has bailed them out of a lot of games this year.
And to your point, B, I noticed that on first and second down, they like to go deep. Seattle likes to go deep on first and second down to mix it up. And you're right on third down, when they were put like in third and more than seven and more, they were forcing the ball. And Arizona kind of knew that, so Arizona was bringing pressure.
And that's what Arizona's really good at.
What you got, K-Man?
I had 2 things. Piggyback on what Brandon said. One of the reasons why Seattle is they're overrated is they have not drafted well since that 2011 draft. Their offensive line, they've had offensive line issues for the longest. They've had defensive line issues for the longest. They have how many times do we watch the NFL draft and you know what Seattle needs, and then they do something and you're like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Because they haven't drafted well. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but they drafted a kid that, didn't have 2 arms. I mean, it's a nice story, but this is a business. We're not in for nice stories.
But you got K-Man, what they're banking on during the draft is their coaching.
Yeah, but that's good. But you also need good players. And they have consistently not drafted good players. The second thing that stood out to me is the Buffalo Bills are not ready for prime time. They might go on and win their division because their division stink, but they were playing the worst team in football, a team that's pretty much given up, and they could not do anything against them for most of the game. Last week I said they was gonna. I was the one that said they was gonna beat them down like like Karate Kid. I was wrong. I was wrong. With them playing against Kansas City, them playing against the Titans, showed us who they are, and then them playing against the Jets reaffirmed who they are. They're just not ready for primetime yet.
I don't know what happened with that game, man.
You can't blame. Don't blame the rain. It's like, don't do that.
I don't know how to call that one, man. But all right, man. So, K man, you brought up something earlier today, man. You had me dying in here laughing when I sent y'all the results from what we picked last week. Hey, look, man, we can't have Peter on here, man. All right, so
I don't care. Look, I know the name of the show. You know nothing about sports, sir.
He gonna say, yeah, if it wasn't for those birds, if it wasn't for
those damn birds. Alfred Hitchcock told us a long time ago about birds. He told us this. I would have been undefeated.
Oh man, I was sitting here today. I was like, man, the birds.
No, look, because I didn't see it. I didn't look at the first text, right? And so I saw Sean's gift that he sent with the seagull coming and snatching and coming and hitting the lady's head, flying over the lady's head, and then I saw your text.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, that had me dying, man. I said, what the heck?
What are they good for? You get your car washed, you're driving down the road, all of a sudden it's on your car.
Hold on, y'all remember?
There's always a nest by my lights, my motion lights. I always got to kill them.
I had one up under the deck.
Knock them out.
I had one up under the deck. But look, y'all remember what Jerry said? You know how about the pigeons? He said, "Yeah, we look away on the statue defecation."
Right.
Oh, snap.
No deal. Got no deal.
All right, man. All right. Since K, I'll start with you this week, K, man. Since you were almost perfect. The game that's going on right now, I don't know the score.
It just started. Well, I think they're about to kick off.
Falcons at the Panthers, K, man. Who you got?
Got the Panthers. Screw them damn birds. Give me a real animal.
A Black Panther.
A Black Panther.
Oh, that's a good mascot. You're right, K, man. All right, B, who you got?
Give me the Panthers.
Oh man. Yeah, I know they're gonna beat the mess out of the Falcons. All right, B. Vikings at the Packers, man.
Packers.
Oh, NFC Norris division battle. Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up with the Vikings, man? They just that's another team that stood out to me. It's like they're not doing.
That's another coach that's on the high seat.
Yeah.
Even though they gave him a contract. Yeah, good grief.
Right.
That GM going to be gone.
Yep.
Who you got, K, man? You got the Vikings?
Oh, absolutely. Come on now. Psych. I got the Packers. The Packers need to, get it going. They play Tennessee. They play the Texans. Nice little beat down. They hate, Packers and the Vikings. That's half it on McCoy's. So another beat down.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, K, man. Titans at the Bengals.
Give me the Titans.
Yeah, I was surprised. Well, I wasn't. Look, I picked the Titans last week to beat Pittsburgh. I was wrong. I don't know what that was about. Who you got, B?
Give me the Titans. I'm not doing this emotional thing anymore.
Look, B, I thought you was gonna roll the dice.
The NFL is emotionally dead to me right now, so I'm not doing the whole. Nah, give me the Titans. Give me the Titans.
All right, man. All right, B. This is gonna be a beat down here. Jets at the Chiefs.
I'm gonna start playing that. What's the jump? No. I can't think of it. Go ahead.
Give me the Chiefs.
The Chiefs?
Give me the Chiefs by 30.
Yeah, I would say about more than that. But who you got, K-Man?
I'm sorry, who?
The Jets and the Chiefs.
Come on now, give me the Chiefs. But I don't have it close. I mean, I don't have a blowout. I don't have it a blowout. I mean, it probably beat them like 14.
Oh,
Chiefs gonna play down.
I was gonna say that. So you think they're gonna play down in the competition?
Mm-hmm.
Man, K-Man, if you right, I'm gonna be blowing your phone up on Sunday. All right, K-Man, the Colts at the Lions.
Give me the Colts. The Colts.
The Lions put off that victory last week, man.
The Colts are better than them in every conceivable way. They have a better front office. They have a better head coach. They have a better team, and they actually like each other.
All right, B, who you got? Colts?
I'll take the Colts. Yeah. I'm not impressed by Detroit.
Gurley did a dumb move.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't stop. Okay, yeah, Matt Stafford, he drove him down the field and scored. 2 seconds left, tossed a touchdown. Great. Matt Stafford has been, a really good quarterback in the league. He could have been great had he been in a different situation, but that's another topic for another day. But Todd Gurley, you from 30 minutes east of me, Tarboro, North Carolina, Edgecombe County. Edgecombe County doesn't get the best rep for anything other than high STD rates and high poverty. You had one job.
I wasn't trying to laugh, man.
and you blew it. Your quarterback told you, don't score. Don't score. They don't have any timeouts left. Don't score.
And look, y'all know they reviewed that play and saw the ball break the play.
Yeah.
No, you just said you come from a place that ain't known for anything. What do you expect?
I could go so many different directions with this, but I'm gonna just leave it alone.
I ain't messing with y'all, man. I be this might be the game of the week right here. Steelers at the Ravens. B, who you got?
The Ravens.
What? You going against the undefeated Steelers?
I'm not that impressed with the Steelers. They're undefeated in record alone. I mean, they don't. Nobody's putting them in a Super Bowl right now. Nobody's smart is putting them in a Super Bowl right now.
No one.
So wait a minute. You said they're undefeated in record only. Isn't that what counts?
Yeah, but in the playoffs, your record means nothing.
True.
Yes.
So
Baltimore was 14-2 last year. Yeah.
And then let's see. They beat the Giants. They beat the Broncos. They beat the Texans. They beat the Eagles. And they beat the Browns. Dare I say the Titans was the first real team that they played all season.
And they won by 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one, man.
Yeah.
And the only reason they won is the Titans figured them out, but it was too late because Pittsburgh already put up too much points.
And then the Titans missed a field goal.
Yeah.
True.
So
right.
Yeah, the Ravens are going to hit them in the mouth.
All right, K, man, who you got?
Give me Lamar. Give me the Ravens.
God, and look, I picked the Ravens myself. So
why you coming at me then?
Look, the game in Baltimore.
He's shocked.
All right, K, man. Rams at the Dolphins.
Rams.
Yeah, that wasn't. Isn't Tua starting?
Yep.
Oh.
And when they lose, you're gonna hear the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna probably put Fitzpatrick back in. But who you got, B?
The other narrative you're gonna hear in this game is how dominant Aaron Donald is.
Yeah.
Give me the Rams.
Yeah.
Tua, welcome to the NFL, bro.
Look, Aaron Donald was punishing Nick Foles in the All right.
But see that I have, and then we can move on after I say this one thing. The only problem that I have with Aaron Donald is if he played like JJ Watt, and what I mean by that is if he gave 130% on every play, he would probably hands down be the greatest defensive lineman to ever play the game.
But he don't have the help like J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt has like Whitney Merciless, and he's always had like other great players. I mean, they put Sue next to him. They thought he was going to do something. Like if they give him just someone good to take away some of the attention.
But what I'm alluding to is when I watch him, I don't always see that effort. I don't always see that effort on every play.
If the Rams had if they had a good linebacking core, I think that would really help. That would get Aaron Donald more sacks. Yeah. Because if you got two Russian good middle linebackers, somebody got to pick them up. And it's going to free him up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm by no means am I saying he's a loafer because he's not.
No,
but, I can. You can tell when you have superstars. You can tell when they take plays off.
Yeah.
So
that's true. I give you that one. All right. Patriots at the Bills.
The Bills.
Yeah, that's who I picked too, man.
Patriots are finished.
Yeah. And yeah, they are, dude. I can't. Yeah. This gonna be like a rebuilding year for him, I guess.
I just want them to give us Stephon Gilmore for a 4th round pick. That's all I want.
All right, K-Man, who you got?
I got the Bills. The Patriots plan is in place. This is always the move.
So they're tanking. They're tanking, huh?
They had all those players on their defense opt out. They picked Cam as their starter, knowing he was trash. This was always their move. Always their move. Don't be surprised if they lose to the Jets sometime during the season. Don't be surprised.
Well, don't they always? At least one game?
Yeah, but this time this is going to be for this is to get Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. That's why I was going to say they
and Trevor Lawrence don't want to play for the Jets.
Right, because he's talking.
His people are already talking about, hey, he might come back to Clemson. Mm-hmm. No, so this might be a John Elway, Eli Manning situation where he get drafted number 1 and say, I don't want to go there, and then picks are shipped somewhere, and all of a sudden you're here in New England thinking about trading Stephon Gilmore and some other assets. It's the hoodies plan.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, okay, man. Raiders at the Browns.
Give me the Browns.
I thought you were gonna take the Raiders, man.
Oh, man, please. No. Plus, it's not even yet. I dislike the Raiders. I dislike John Gruden. I actually like the Browns. I like the Browns.
They've been playing some scrappy ball lately, man.
And then the thing about it, the problem with the Browns, the main problem that people have with the Browns is last year they had all that hype. So the things they're doing this year, people are like, remember, this is a team for 2 straight years. I mean, for like a 3-year period, only won 4 games. This is the natural progression when you get a regular head coach in an organization that's all in sync. They're starting to play. No one thinks they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they're fast tracking. And
they're going to be competitive.
I think this is, not to sound mean, but I also think losing Odell Beckham Jr. was probably the best thing to happen for their offense.
Could be right. You could be right.
Because now I can spread the ball around, and I ain't got no diva always saying, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball.
I give you that one. All right, B, who you got? The Browns?
I'm going to take the Browns, too. And piggybacking off of what Kennedy said, the thing I love about them, they're a tough team. Like they're
some scrappy ball, man.
Yeah, they're tough up front. I love their offensive line. I love their running game. I love how Baker Mayfield is. You starting to see that accuracy that you saw with him coming out of college, and you starting to see he's trusting his throw. He's not thinking and throwing. Like he's dropping back and he's hitting his man.
I'm telling you, the Browns are getting back to the old school Browns I remember when I was a kid, because they don't give up. For 60 minutes, the Browns are going to come at you. They're going to keep coming until they possibly win it. And if they lose, it's going to be by like 2, maybe 1 point.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have good memories of Cleveland when I was when I was coming up there.
No.
I remember watching all them old games, man. When they had the quarterback was Brian Sipe, all them dudes, man. I remember watching them games. Yeah. All right. This might be a pretty decent game. Because Drew Lock is back. B Wig, Chargers at the Broncos.
Mm.
You see, B, you like me. I was just like you today, man. Looking like God. I was like, who do I go with, man?
The only reason why I'm taking the Chargers is I like the receiver to corner matchup against Denver. That's a strength on a weakness. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the Chargers receivers have the advantage over Denver in the receiver corner matchup. I like the Chargers quarterback better. I'm not the biggest Drew Lock fan. He's okay. I mean, he'll get you a game or two, but yeah, I like the Chargers.
My thing is, if the Broncos win, it's going to be by a field goal. Who's the kicker for Denver, man?
McManus.
Brandon McManus.
McManus. Yeah. If Denver wins, it's going to be by a late field goal by him. Who you got, K, man?
Got the Broncos.
He's coming home.
It's not a coming home. It's look who we playing. The Chargers don't impress me, and their corner situation is not a weakness. The 3rd round pick, Ojemudia, I don't know where they got this kid from. This dude is playing solid games, and then also that defense is playing really good, minus a lot. And that offense with the Chargers have not impressed me versus the teams they put up those numbers against. So I'm going against.
So, K-Man, you said that your defense is playing really well with nothing. Is that a tribute to coaching or teaching?
Oh, that's teaching. That is pure teaching. That is Donatel. That is Vic Fangio teaching. Because once again, Ojemudia, they picked the kid, 3rd round pick, didn't have a mini camp, didn't have rookie training camp. He is playing, and he wasn't even supposed to be the starter. AJ Bouye got hurt, and he's playing really, really well. The undrafted player Malik Reed is tied with Bradley Chubb, a 1st rounder, with 4 sacks. They're playing.
Yes,
Alexander Johnson, that no one never heard of, comes out playing really good as a middle linebacker. It's just Garrett Bowles, who I constantly make fun of, is finally taking teaching from one of the best offensive line coaches in Mike Munchak. It's just teaching. So right. I'm taking the Broncos.
I got you. All right, so K-Man, I'll stay with you. Saints at the Bears.
I heard that Michael Thomas is playing, or he's practicing, and I think Emmanuel Sanders should be back, right?
No, he's still out.
Well, I'm still going with the Saints. They beat a team in the Carolina Panthers who is just a try-hard bunch, a well-coached team by a college coach. They're not facing that. They're facing Matt Nagy. a Matt Nagy coach team. Give me the Saints.
All right, B, who you got, B?
I'm not picking the Bears anymore this season. I don't care who they play. I don't know if they got the Jets on their schedule. They probably don't. But if they did, I would pick the Jets.
Didn't you text us out? You text that, didn't you, B?
Yes. I said my Bears experiment is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they make me sick.
Why is that a 4:00 game?
I don't know. The same reason why the NFL is making us watch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants on Monday night.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Look, we're gonna keep it moving. All right, B. 49ers at the Seahawks, man.
The 49ers.
What?
Yep.
Really?
Really?
Oh my God. Okay.
Listen, I didn't watch the game Sunday night I went back and watched it Monday. And Seattle went up against the real team. and they got hit in the mouth. Point blank. The 49ers will hit you in the mouth.
How many picks did Russell Wilson throw in that game? Was it 2? 3? Okay.
Picks. 3.
Now, I don't know when the last time that's happened, but I don't know if that'll happen again. But I'm pretty sure the 49ers are watching film. So,
Yeah.
Who you got, K-Man?
Now, we have long established in this episode that I hate birds. but I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks. They don't do this twice. They don't do it twice.
That's
over the last, I think 3 years they've been doing this, where they play just stupid. They don't do it 2 games in a row. Give me the Seahawks.
That's what I'm thinking, man. All right. So, K-Man, the Sunday night game, prime time. Sunday night has taken over the spot from Monday night. So, K-Man, Cowboys at the Eagles.
This is the one time Sunday Night Football was like, can we switch for Monday night?
Yeah, really.
Because we don't want this.
Yeah, really.
We don't want this.
Well, look, K-Man, Monday night's no better this week.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Monday night's never really good. But I'm taking the Eagles, who I picked to win the division. I'm holding on to that pick. Just saw today that the Red Rifle is not playing this game. The third string quarterback, Danucci. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
From James Madison.
And I just heard that I think Jalen Ragar's playing against so yeah, give me Philly. I don't know how much they will beat them by, but they probably beat them. They will beat them.
Wow. All right, B, who you got?
The Eagles. Hey, Kennedy talking about the Red Rifle, more like the Red Squirt Gun. But
man, look, he took a vicious shot.
That was dirty. That was a dirty shot.
Up and down. And shame on the NFL for not suspending the dude, for not suspending Boston.
Yeah, good point.
But yeah, I've been having visions and nightmares about Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham destroying our JV offensive line. Granted, Zach Martin is coming back. It won't matter. He only plays one position. I just got one word of advice for Danucci. Don't die.
Also, I got one more thing to say. Brandon hates. Well, he didn't hate because he's a Christian man, but he dislikes to the nth degree. What's his name? Quarterback for Carson Wentz.
Wintz. Yeah, and I hate him.
Okay.
Don't no.
Calm down, sir. Calm down. But that defense is so bad.
Yeah, K-Man.
That they're gonna make him look like he was in 2016. I mean, like MVP level, and that is going to hurt you even more because they're going to talk about how good he is.
No, it's not going to hurt me because I'm not expecting anything less. I know what this game is going to be. I know what the outcome of the game is going to be. I'm not in denial about that. I'm just like, shoot us between the eyes and get it over with.
Good grief.
I know, right? Just get over it.
That was morbid.
He getting robbed, man. Just take it, man. You ain't gotta.
Hey. We may not be in tank mode, but I am.
And look, I was sitting
2-14, baby. 2-14.
I was sitting here today looking at this game too. I was like, man. I said, I don't know. I said, and Don not playing. I said, I don't know too much about Danucci. I said, they still got the weapons. They got Zeke and the 2 wide receivers. But then I thought about Brandon. B Wig was like, man, we can't. Everybody's running through us. And I think I don't know. One of y'all said it's like diarrhea. It went right through you. I don't know if one of y'all said that, and I was like, what?
That's probably Kennedy.
And I kept thinking about that.
I am the crass one.
I kept thinking about that. I said, yeah, that defense can't stop nobody. All right, B. The Monday night game, man. Bucks at the Giants.
The Bucks.
Yeah, that's gonna be a beatdown, I think.
I'm ticked off at the Giants. They had one job. One job. Evan Ingram had one job. You know, he had Eagles fans walking around with their chest out. He had one job.
Yeah,
I hope all the bad things in life happen to the New York Giants and nobody else but the New York Giants.
All right, K, man, who you got?
Bucks. I'm not going too much into that.
Hey, look. So y'all heard about what Daniel Jones did, right?
Did he complete a pass?
Fumble coming out of his bed. I don't know what.
No, they said he went somewhere and broke the COVID protocol, but I wearing a mask like in a public place or a club or something like that.
Makes sense.
Mm.
And I was like, what? And that made me think about we on one of our earlier podcasts, we was like about the bubble and about how these players, when they go home, we can't see them what they're doing. And I was like,
did that happen to Dwayne Haskins? He did something like similar?
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Dang. So I think it might come down to finding people. I don't think that's gonna happen in America. Where if you go somewhere without a mask and the police see you, they're gonna give you a $500 fine or something like that. But
after January 20,
Yeah,
after January 20th at 12 o'clock, it will. If Joe Biden wins.
Yeah, and that's what all these red people are so afraid of, because they know if he wins, the country's going to shut back down.
It's shutting back down.
So go ahead and stock up on your stuff. It's coming.
It's coming.
Oh,
make that Costco run.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, all right, let's go to the parting shots, man. What y'all got?
Shout out to the vast majority of NFL players being registered to vote. I saw that come through earlier today. I think it was like 90%. 90% of NFL players are now
registered voters.
Now registered voters. So shout out to them. Lastly, Jerry, quit. Just quit. Throw in the towel. Resign. You say you hired Mike McCarthy. You say that's your guy. So just quit and get us a top 5 pick so he can get the talent that he needs to rebuild his team. Or not rebuild it, retool it. Because there's a difference.
Gotcha. That's a good one. All right, K, man, what you got?
Mine is going to be a little quicker. I want to send a shout out. It's not football related. Send a shout out to John Wall. I didn't even know this happened, but earlier this week he had a Zoom call with Phil Yates and some other dude on ESPN. This man, during the video call, wasn't paying attention to the call because he was playing spades. I want to applaud that brother for disrespecting ESPN that much in their rinky-dink whatever little show they had. Because the video is him, they were literally asking this man questions, and he going, "No, I got 2 books. I got 2 books." And then they asked him, and then they asked him a question, and he go, "Oh, what'd you say that again?" He's shuffling cards. He did. I want to give a shout out to John Wall.
You know, I'm pulling that up right now.
That's funny, dude.
I respect him. One, we all play spades. We all know how serious this is.
Yeah, buddy.
Ain't no ESPN call. Ain't no call with the president more important than the spades game.
You can't renege in spades.
Also want to because he was so disrespectful, because he could have just said, "Let's pause this game because I'm talking to these lames at ESPN." No, this man said, "No, I'm still playing because I don't care about them."
There's some money on the line, but
I want to applaud that brother. That's my life. That's my party.
My parting shot was one of my parting shots was be weird. Yeah, NFL players aren't registered to vote. My other parting shot, man, it goes out to Ty Gurley. Todd Gurley, my man. You had one job, was not to score a touchdown. And it's weird that you scored a touchdown and your team still lost. So shout out to you, Todd Gurley. I feel sorry for your brother. I hope you feel better.
Why you feel sorry for him?
Yeah,
he got some incentives in the contract to score touchdowns. I mean, come on.
And then he played it. Then he played it off afterwards like he was mad on the sideline.
Oh man, come on! Oh,
That was
just got 100,000.
that was hilarious to me. Look, I'm almost from where he's from. 20 is 15 minutes from Rocky Mount. I know when you're faking. I know when you're faking. He was on the sideline faking like he was mad.
That had to be one of the. I'm gonna tell you that play is going to go down in NFL history. Watch, mark my words.
Yeah.
No, it's Atlanta Falcons, a 1-5 Atlanta Falcons team in 2020 COVID. Sir, we won't remember that thing.
And a 1 o'clock game.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why was because he scored a touchdown with time left. You would think a team would win. And here's the key. He tried not to score. They're going to play that back. Somehow the Falcons lost. Look, by 1 point, 23-22.
Wow.
You can't make this up, man. You can't.
Like Kennedy was saying, he was thinking about himself. He was thinking about them incentives. As Matt Ryan told him before they snapped the ball, Matt Ryan told him, don't score.
And in his mind, like, man, you just have all that guaranteed money. I just got cut and came over here. Man, leave me alone.
Look, I'm telling you, somebody said that in that locker room. I guarantee you that.
Oh, absolutely.
Somebody said that to him in the locker room. Hey, man, really, bro? Now we're gonna go after this. I'm gonna ask y'all, based on what y'all just said about the incentives, would you guys on the sideline would act mad like he did, or you just would say, "Man, I'm sorry, I scored," and just keep it moving?
No, it is what it is. I made a mistake. No way. We'll play next week.
I'd have looked them straight in the eye, like, we won a foul. We ain't going nowhere. Let me get my money. How you think I'm gonna pay for my Memorial Day white party that all y'all invited to if I don't get this incentive? Leave me alone.
Over in Bankhead.
Yeah, for real.
All right, man. Oh man, something wrong with y'all. Once again, America, as you can see, we know nothing about sports.
No.
Yeah. Got to keep it entertaining.
All right, man. Till next week, man. Hey, look, I'm probably going to watch some of this game. I'll probably fall asleep before then, but I'm going to watch some of this game. But, hey, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to go back and look at these picks. I forgot which pick it was, man, but one of y'all said somebody was going to win. I'm like, what, you picking them? I think who picked the 49ers or something like that?
I did.
You did.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yes.
man.